Jim Gavin was the Fianna Fáil pick for this presidency one. If Jim Gavin had stayed within the race and hasn't withdrawn, what do you think the outcomes of today would have been?
Well, I don't know whether the outcome would have been different or not, but it certainly would be a far closer race. I think that if Jim Gavin hadn't hit the hills that he hit in front of him, or the brick wall he hit in front of him, that he probably, would have put in a decent campaign. But I think Catherine Conley had this campaign going from July, and she seemed to get momentum going. And I think at the end of the day, it might have been closer, but I'm not so sure if they would have stopped the wave of support that came in behind Catherine Conley. But it definitely will be a far closer contest at the end of the day.
And with the final tally, the spoil votes has been at 11%. What do you think have swifted people to spoil the vote in this presidential one?
So, talking to a lot of the public about this, I think the people really were mistrustful of the two political parties. Rightly or wrongly, they felt that the political parties interfered or made it difficult for anybody else to be added to this ticket. And while the general public, may not have agreed with one or two or three of the candidates that would get on the ballot paper, they felt that it wasn't made easy for those people. There was a clear message out there. They felt that the political parties were blocking that, and I think Irish people don't like that. And they see that the establishment, that generally they have been good to support and vote in elections, they seen the establishment of interfering in this election, and of course there was a lot of government unpopularity as well. Now, I would never say to people spoil your vote, but I was shocked by the people that I would know well, friends and others, who said they were spoiling their vote. And when I asked them why, that you had a choice of three because Gavin was still on the ticket, they felt that there was interference, right or wrong, and they felt that there was interference by government, and that this is not the way to run an election, and that there should have been 4 or 5 people on that particular ballot. I think another thing which really annoyed people were the comments of Ivan Yates. And Ivan, this has been not taken up by the media the way it should. Ivan Yates basically said, destroy the character of Catherine Conley. He said, smear the bejesus out of her. Now, whether he meant it as a flippant comment or not, he never withdrew it, as far as I'm aware, and he never apologised. And basically what Ivan Yates, or what people took up from that, was, it doesn't matter a damn, destroy her character. Now, Heather Humphreys, and I know her very well, wouldn't approve of that. And I think that damaged Heather Humphreys as well. She's a decent woman, and she's been through a lot the last couple of weeks. And I think those sorts of things, the Irish electorate are not going to put up with it any longer. And they've seen through all of this, and they were fed up. And that's why a lot of people who would never spoil their vote have spoiled their vote. I think it could be, it's at least 11 or